I felt the unnatural quickness of the creature rushing after us. Oof, gee, oh, I hate that. How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome to the
2019
visual novel horror experience from Digital Bento, Grotesque Beauty. It's got these Junji Ito inspired visuals going on, so I'm expecting there to be some really creepy, weirdo stuff going on there. And this branching narrative apparently has 30 different endings, so there's a lot to play around with. Rachel, are you still coming over tonight? Yes, I'm on my way. I should be there soon. That's a relief. I was afraid you might bail. No way. I'm not going to leave you hanging all by yourself. Sit tight. I'm not far from yours. Thanks. I really appreciate you doing this. See you soon. Anita Reynolds, you were always such a scaredy cat. Is that her just thinking to herself? Or is this some omnipresent narrator? Anita's house was a 20-minute walk from my place. Most nights she's home alone, as both her parents work late. I would have thought she'd be used to it, but lately she's been afraid of being by herself, even in her own home. That is why I decided that I should come over to keep her company. It'll be like a slumber party, one we used to have as kids. Even though we've long outgrown sleepovers, a part of us was secretly looking forward to it. It'll be nice to go back to those times when things were much simpler. God knows I need something to distract me at this time of the year. I'm trying to scan these environments to see if there's anything readily scary going on, but I'm sure it'll ease us in. Before I realize it, I was already at her door. This neighborhood is so quiet, you'd think nobody lives here. I ponder how best to make my presence known. Serenade her. Play around with that a little bit. Be silly. Be jovial. Things are a little bleak right now. Anita, Anita, oh fair maiden, let down your long, gorgeous hair. Stop it, you're embarrassing. I'm on my way down. Don't kick up any more fuss. Irritate her. That'll distract her from anything being spooky. Rachel, you made it. I'm so glad you came. Did you wait long? Of course, you're fashionably late as usual. Joke about it. She's being jokey. You know I'm worth the wait. As the one who's always doing the waiting, I'd have to disagree. Man, it's been so long since I last visited. It almost feels nostalgic. You should drop by more often. My parents have been working late more and more these days, so you can definitely stay over some more. It's almost like a setup for some corny romantic movie. Your parents are away, you're all alone, and you have the perfect excuse to invite this cute girl over. Pfft, cute girl? Where? I don't see any. Seriously though, thank you for coming over. I feel more at ease having you around. I've been feeling out of sorts these last few days. It's no problem. She's opening up and saying that she's really appreciative. We can back off the jokes for a minute. It's alright, we're friends after all. It's the least I can do. So, what's been bothering you? Have you been having bad dreams? Something like that, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I've been having this bad feeling every night for about a week. Like a premonition? Don't say that. That's only gonna freak me out even more. It's more like I've been feeling like something's been watching me. Yeah, okay, that's a terrible feeling. You say something has been watching you, not someone? What do you mean? Like I said, it's hard to explain, but I've been feeling this each night when I walk home. It's been like this ever since the fog came. Have you noticed the mist on your way here? Yeah, it was kind of creepy. I can see why you'd hate that, having to walk through that every night by yourself. It's isolated to just on this street and nowhere else. Don't you think that's odd? It makes going outside even more eerie, being unable to see what's lurking around me. Seems like you've just really built this up in your mind. Play a board game or something, paint each other's nails, I don't know what we're gonna do. We should probably take your mind off of it. The hair on the back of my neck tingles. Was it just my imagination? Or was something staring at me too? There's more, you know. Come on, don't pile on. Huh? Did you know there have been a few reported disappearances from this neighborhood lately? Seriously? I didn't know that. Yeah, 2 people went missing. There's been no trace of them, no clue about what happened. They just vanished. A handful of strangers with no connection to one another. Aren't your parents worried to leave you alone knowing people have been disappearing? People were scared for a while, but that didn't last long. Eventually, they just moved on. No one seems to think it's serious anymore. The problem is that there's no evidence of anything bad happening to them. But the fact that there's been no trace of them worries me. The silence was palpable. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry. That was weird, sudden movement there from these two characters who haven't moved much. I didn't mean to be so insensitive. I was just running my mouth without thinking and forgot. It's okay. It's a long time ago. I should have gotten over it by now. Or at least, it shouldn't get me bad anymore. Rachel, it's just this time of year. This was around the time she disappeared. Normally, I don't think about it anymore. After all this time, I learned to forget she's missing. My sister is gone. I may never see her again. My last memories of her were so mundane. It was just another normal day. If I knew that was our final meeting, I would have cherished the moment, cherished the sight of her, and let her know how much I miss her. But it's such a selfish wish. She could be scared or hurt, and I'm upset about how I feel. Change the subject. I'm not feeling jokey. Listen to us. We've launched straight into catching up and we haven't even settled down yet. We need a change of pace. Oh yeah, I haven't even offered you something to drink yet. Would you like something from the kitchen? I thought you'd never ask. These girls must be relatively young. Like, they're still living with their parents. But, like, you can still live with your parents when you're at, like, a age of drinking. So I don't know if they mean to go get, like, a root beer or, like, wine. I have orange juice tea, and if you're feeling adventurous, I have vodka. Ooh, I think I could loosen up a little bit, and I think this will lead to interesting results. Probably more likely to have horrible things happen. Vodka it is. Let's hit the vodka. I'm feeling it tonight. Brave girl, I like your style. Let's just cram down that fear under a haze of booze. It's a party, isn't it? What kind of party would it be without some irresponsible boozing? You're joining me, aren't you? It'll be lame if only one of us were drunk. My mom always said you were a bad influence. Smart lady. Oh, that's new. The painting. The painting is what I was, like, focusing in on more than anything else. Ooh, yeah. Okay, there's just some dead-looking eyes. I don't like the piercingness of that stare. It's like there's nothing there, but everything there, you know? I couldn't help but stare. Right in the middle of the room was a large painting that dominated the wall. This painting? Oh yeah, I got that from an art auction at this weird place. Dad's been obsessed about it. Couldn't take his eyes off of it ever since we got it. Yeah, because probably it looks like it's looking at you. What do you think? Are you a fan? It's like a pre-Raphaelite painting. It's horrible. I like it. I think it's horrible. Don't take this the wrong way, Anita, but it's kind of ugly. I mean, it's technically well painted and beautifully done, but why would you hang it on your wall? It just doesn't strike me as the kind of thing you'd want to be the centerpiece of your living room. I know, right? I'm right there with you. I think it's horrible. From the moment I laid eyes on it, I felt unsettled. I have no idea what my dad saw in this thing. He was so enamored by it that he bought it on the spot. The auction house was massive, far bigger than I expected looking in from the outside. The lighting was dim and the room was filled with a light haze. All the guests must have been smokers or something. The walls were covered in paintings of all shapes and sizes, but they were all portraits. My parents were in their element and we split off to look around at our leisure. Nothing particularly grabbed me. Most of them were pictures of pretty regular people. Then I saw this one painting. Although I thought it was captivating, there was something about it that didn't sit right with me. The ever so slightly crossed eyes, perhaps? There's like an androgyny around it that reminds me of that cover of the Marilyn Manson album where he's like, it's his face on like a woman's body. I stood there for a long time just staring at the painting, trying to work out what was triggering my senses. That was when this guy crept up to me. Okay, little bit erratic, psycho in the eyes there. I see that this painting has captured your attention, young miss. Yeah, you could say that. What's the background of this piece? Do you know who the artist is? I don't see a plaque for it anywhere. Oh, the origins of this piece are not known, I'm afraid. Such a beautiful painting, shrouded in mystery. The serene landscape it depicts, the detailed faces hidden in the background, and the angelic figure at the center of it all. I didn't see faces in the background. You gotta show me this painting again. Wouldn't you agree? I guess. I'm eager to know what this scene is about. You can only speculate, but that's part of its charm. The identity of the maiden, how she found herself in such a bizarre land. Tell me, what do you think her expression is showing? How do you interpret her manner? She looks afraid, defiant, or seductive. If any of those, seductive, I guess. She's indeed desirable. She radiates confidence, and the viewer can't help but be drawn in by her. Ooh, is every portrait in this gallery someone who's been, like, captured in a moment of fear in some otherworld dimension, and now they exist in these paintings in this gallery? This is my prediction of where the story's going. When you stare into the painting, do you see anything staring back? What did you say? Anita, there you are. Oh my, this painting, it's gorgeous. What a find. Anita, don't you think this is an extraordinary painting? In some way it is. How precious. What is the name of this artwork? It did not have a name when it came into our possession. However, we have given it one we thought is quite apt. Grotesque Beauty. It perfectly embodies the sinister tone that's mixed with the odd, soothing nature of the piece. Ah, yes, and here is the centerpiece that I've chose to put on display for everyone when entertaining guests. This weird-looking naked lady called Grotesque Beauty. See all the horrifying faces melting into the background? Doesn't it just grab your eyes and want you to enjoy some nice tea and biscuits? The woman in the painting, she's just so perfect. Happy in your marriage, are you, Dad? So early into the auction and I find a masterpiece straight away? How much is it? I'll buy it off you right now. Name your price. I'll give you anything. Good sir, I see in your eyes the desire of a true lover of art. I believe you are the perfect one to take away this treasure. For that reason, it is yours free of charge. Weird. Weird as hell. Before you commit, though, I must offer you one final chance to turn away. You can leave this painting and go back to your normal life, or you can choose to willingly take the painting with you. Give it a new home, and let it grow as a part of your life. So, what will it be? I'll take it. Free. Obviously. You'd be a fool not to. Congratulations, sir. You are now the new owner of Grotesque Beauty. Your life will never be the same again. That's a weird sales pitch. No wonder Anita's been freaking out. When did you say this happened? About a week ago. Why do you ask? I was just thinking that the timing of all this is pretty odd. Yeah, I'm shocked you haven't drawn this connection, Anita. This might just be me, but does that look like wisps of smoke in the painting? They could even be from a fog, much like the one that's hit the streets. What if the painting brought the fog to this neighborhood? And that stranger from the auction house was something straight out of a horror story. I don't know. Maybe there's something weird about this. Now you're beginning to sound crazy. Or are you just trying to scare me? I reckon you'd feel better if we took it off the wall and put it away. No way. Dad loves that painting. He'd kill me if he finds out we've been mishandling it. At that moment, there was a knock on the door. Were you expecting someone? No, I only invited you here. Hello? Oh, I don't like that we're like 20 feet away from the door. Who is it? Hello? Is someone there? No one's answering. Now what? Should we open the door and see if anybody is nearby? I don't know. I don't really want to. Me neither. But then again, I'm not sure if we'll be able to sleep not knowing who was out there or what was out there. I think I can hear someone there still. Why won't he answer? Hey, what do you want? Still nothing. We could latch the door chain and take a look. What do you think? I don't know, I'm conflicted. What do you think we should do? I don't think you want to open the door even a crack. Seems like a mistake. I say don't answer the door. Fuck that. The mysteries just keep piling up. Oh, fuck that. Oh my goddamn. Did you hear that? Oh my god, something just called your name. What? How did they know my name? Who else knows about me coming over? No one. It's impossible. I only told my parents. Hey, who are you and what do you want? This is messed up. Definitely don't open the door. Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. We try to brush off the incident at the door. We stayed up a little longer, idly chatting before the night grew darker and sleep washed over us. I can't believe anyone slept. The slumber party was nice, despite our paranoia. Anita was probably feeling overcautious and afraid, having heard one too many morbid stories. I was glad to be there with her to keep my wandering mind from thinking back to my sister's disappearance. Soon all this anxiety will pass by. It's good that we can help each other through it. I don't know how much time had passed when I regained consciousness. You make it sound like you passed out. You had to sleep. You woke up is what you did. You didn't regain consciousness. Quit being spooky about it. I opened my eyes and see nothing but darkness. A darkness so complete I couldn't tell if my eyes were open or closed. I waved a hand in front of my face but see nothing. This place. Where am I? What's happening? Panic began to surge in me. I spun around, trying desperately to find something that could anchor me to my surroundings. But it was useless. The dark was so absolute, so absent of light. I couldn't help but question if I was even in a physical plane of existence. My lack of sight seemed to sharpen my other senses, and I felt something move. It brushed against my arm, a gentle touch like a faint breeze, but the unexpected contact made me jump. I reached out a hand to inspect the darkness. My hands touched something that didn't seem to hold a solid form. It broke off and seemed to float in the air. How did I get here? I squeezed my eyes tight, trying hard to recall the moments that led me here. Oh yeah, that's right. I was in her room. We were having a sleepover. Anita! Oh god, where is she? Hello? Is anybody out there? Anita, where are you? Please, anyone, can you hear me? Something moved. Who's there? Though I couldn't see, I felt a presence emerge in the dark. It was close. Despite the dark, I could almost make out a dim silhouette against the black void. Anita? Is that you? Answer me, please. I don't think we should be here. We need to get out of here fast. A weak voice came back in reply. It did not belong to Anita. Rachel. You're not Anita. Who are you? What do you want? Rachel, you must help me. You need my help? What do you want me to do? Rachel, I'm trapped. I need your help to get out of here. But I don't know how. I don't even know where you are. What is this place? Please tell me. This is a bad place. You shouldn't be here. I've been trapped here for so long. Luckily, it's not too late for you. Who are you? Please, if you want me to help you, you need to tell me what's going on. There isn't much time. You have to help me. Everyone has forgotten about me, but not you. See, this feels like her sister is reaching out to her now, but I feel like it's the Grotesque Beauty fucking with our heads. You are the only one who still cares. You want to find the truth. Get me out of here, Rachel. You're the only one who can. A sharp gasp escapes my throat. My heart suddenly jolts as if I'm shocked back to life from a deadened state. Tears stung my eyes in an instance of recognition. There was a familiarity in the voice that wasn't clear to me until now. The voice I haven't heard in so long, but I've yearned for the day I could hear its sweet melody once more. I had lost hope of ever finding her. Hannah, is that you? Do you recognize me, big sis? Hannah! Oh God, I never thought. Where have you been all this time? I've been so worried. Hannah, please tell me where you are. We don't have long. Rachel, you are in danger. Oh god, so we're having these, like, altering, conflicting forces coming at odds from Hannah and the painting. Must not trust her. I don't understand what you mean, Hannah. What are you trying to say? Rachel! I'm fading away. No, wait, don't go. Please help me, Rachel. Can you help me? Don't worry, Hannah. I'll help you no matter what. I'll save you, even if it's the last thing I'll do. You promise? I promise. My eyes snap open once more. I saw the ceiling, indistinct above me. I was back in Anita's room. I stared straight at the ceiling, where the street lights outside the window cast a dim glow. I lay there, unmoving for a moment. The sound of my heart pounding was the only sound I heard. I breathed out a sigh of relief. Thank God she's safe. The memory of the wispy black room was fresh in my mind. For a moment, I was afraid that I had truly lost the whereabouts of my friend, or even my mental faculties. Some time passed, and I was still no closer to falling asleep. That vodka never really seemed to affect the story much, but maybe it comes up later. As I came on the verge of drifting off, I heard something that caught my attention. Comfort me, Misty. I'm scared. Didn't sound like the regular nighttime ambience. Against everything else, that sound stood out for some reason. The pitter-patter was coming from somewhere inside the house, though I couldn't tell where exactly. Her parents are going to come home eventually, right? It could just be them coming home. Was it my imagination, or does the gentle sound seem purposeful? This feels like a cried wolf situation. And I bet this first time is nothing, and then there's going to be a second time, so I'm going to let her sleep. What am I thinking? I can't wake Anita for this. Even if oh, the painting is missing. The living room looked a lot less familiar with the lights out. I'm not even sure what it is I'm looking for. Wait a minute. Am I seeing things? It was hard to see in the dark. I blinked my eyes, trying to clear away any weariness that might have clouded my vision. What the actual hell? The painting. I took a few steps towards the painting for a closer look, but instinct told me to keep a safe distance. My eyes did not deceive me. Something was wrong. Is it missing entirely, or is it just altered? The figure in the painting. She's gone. She's gone. My delivery there was rock solid. I clutched the top of my head, nails digging into my scalp, hoping against hope that I was still dreaming, that I might wake up at any moment. I should tell Anita right now. It might be too late for that. Jesus Christ. I raced back to Anita's room in a flash. Surprisingly, she was still asleep despite the ruckus I made getting here. Oh, we're gonna show her the painting and it's gonna be back. Anita, wake up, hurry. What do you want? Something crazy's happening. You have to come see. What are you talking about? The painting your dad bought is really haunted. The woman inside of it is gone. She vanished completely. You're kidding, aren't you? I'm too tired for this. I'm serious, you lazy ass. Get up now. We might be in danger. You look like you've seen a ghost. Wait, you're serious? I'm dead serious. Come on, if you don't believe me, you will soon enough. Oh, okay, it is still missing. Okay. Oh god, I don't believe it. She really is gone. I feel like that really undoes the trope of, like, here's a reason for your friend to let their guard down and not believe you. You're just being paranoid. Nope, they both see it. She's really gone. I told you, didn't I? Your dad shouldn't have accepted a weird-ass painting in the first place, essentially from a weirdo dealer. No way. It can't just change like that. It's impossible. This thing is bad. It's cursed for sure. Oh god, what do we do? Before I could answer, our attention is drawn to the thin sheet of fog that suddenly filled the room. Where the hell did this come from? Maybe it came from outside. Did you leave a window open somewhere? No, and even if I did, look how fast this place became misty. Aw, my cat is misty. Rachel, look at the painting. Something's happening. It's glowing. True to her word, the painting glimmered with ethereal energy. The light danced on the surface, and something didn't seem right about the space between the frames. I almost shouted in astonishment when it dawned on me. The painting's surface was no longer flat. Inside, it contained a new dimension that disappeared into the wall. Do you see that? The painting goes inward. It looks like there's a tunnel. How? There should be a wall right behind it. It must be some kind of portal. A conclusion I'm willing to jump to immediately, with no further thought or consideration. As we stood staring at the strange painting, a familiar sound came from above. Whatever that, like, latching or door closing or whatever it is. Was that the sound you heard before? Definitely. It's coming from upstairs. Oh, jeez. Hey, where are you going? I'm gonna take a look. I think it's coming from my parents' room. Oh, this is terrible. I feel like we either have to go and try to save Hannah or confront the Grotesque Beauty. But I don't want to split up, so I think we investigate the sound. We shouldn't inspect what the sound was. That's the immediate issue. The painting can wait. It isn't going anywhere after all. It's kind of proven that it does go places. I slowly turned the handle and pushed the door open. Anita was clinging onto my arm as she peered over my shoulder. We both gasped at the same time. Oh, fuck that. Weird, creepy. She just standing there? Oh, that's even worse. I don't like this at all. Oh, I half expected to see nothing out of the ordinary. The other part of me was bracing to see a scary monster waiting to grab us. What I didn't expect was to find a stranger in the house, sprawled naked on the floor. She scrambled desperately to create some distance between us and herself. Her wide open eyes were fixed on us. She seemed so as scared and surprised as we were. Who are you? What's going on? Where am I? I broke out of the huddle Anita and I unconsciously formed. Evidently there was no immediate danger to us. I could ask you the same thing. Who are you and how did you get in here? The mysterious woman continued to scream. Has she just been screaming this entire time? Just, It's okay, it's okay. Please don't shout. Try to relax. You're not in any danger. No one's going to hurt you. This is a safe place. Yeah, that's right. We're not here to hurt you. You can trust us, so please calm down. The woman seemed convinced by her earnest pleading and regained control of herself. There's something else going on, though. This woman, like, escaped the painting, but, like, that's not... She was never the danger, I guess. We're just gonna chat with this naked lady? My name is Anita. This is my house. That's Rachel over there. She's a good friend of mine. What's your name? The strange woman sat up slowly, still carrying looks of confusion. I don't have a name. You don't have a name? I mean, I don't remember one. I do remember a strange place full of smoke. I was trapped there for the longest time. The painting? You mean the painting downstairs? That's right. She's the girl from the painting. I totally recognize her. I think I was kidnapped. What? There was a man. I've never seen him before. I don't know what he wanted. He put me inside that painting. It turned out that it leads to another world. A world that's darker and more terrible than this one. I was lost in there for a long time. I don't know exactly how long. I just remember wandering that strange land forever, and the next thing I know, I'm here. I may not know how I got here, but I'm so glad that I'm free at last. There's a dressing gown in my room. Okay then, we should go get that. Wait, what about her? We can't just leave her alone. Someone should keep an eye on her just in case. How about everyone go to get the dressing gown together? Anita, you'll be quicker, because you'll know where to go looking for this dressing gown. You'll be able to come and go much more quickly. How did you get the painting? It was Anita's dad? He got it from some auction about a week ago, I think. A week, huh? Is something the matter? Something doesn't feel right. Oh, I just got tingles. I think I'm beginning to remember. Her words caught me off guard. Oh, God, I hate when they transition like that. I think you are in danger. Huh? It's all a lie. We need to get out of here as soon as we can. You can help me, can't you? Hold on, I don't understand what you're talking about. The other world beyond the painting, I saw them. That's where he's been keeping them. Who? The girls. They were put in about a week ago. Your friend isn't who she says she is. Her family has been kidnapping vulnerable women all this time. In that time, whilst I was trapped in the other world, I've seen other women thrown in there too. There's no other way for them to get there. That painting is the only gateway into that world, and your friend had it the whole time. I guess I haven't been here in years. Who knows how long they've had that painting? Look, I've known Anita for years, and I just don't picture her doing the things you're claiming. That's because she's been keeping the truth from you. You can't trust her. She didn't tell you about Hannah after all. There it was. The moment where I could no longer ignore her words. My heart sank at the mention of my sister's name. How do you know that name? The other world is like a desert. It's vast and desolate, but there are other lost wanderers trapped. I remember one traveler there, a little girl. She said her name was Hannah. I feel a lump in my throat and my eyes go up. I never expected to hear news on my little sister ever again. Hope gripped my heart, and hope was exactly what I was afraid of. She told me about you, Rachel. Now I know who you are. She adores you and always believed you'd be able to save her one day, but she also told me about the one who made her disappear from her world. It's all coming back to me now. Her name was Anita. She was a friend of her sister, and she betrayed her. One day she waited for Hannah after school and led her to a forest. That was where her family ambushed and kidnapped Hannah. I don't know if I believe this still. This painting woman might just be capable of pulling this information and, like, crafting your greatest fear sort of thing. Guys, what's going on? Tell me, Anita, what took you so long? What were you doing? I was fetching something for the woman to wear like you asked me to. Was that all you did? Seems like an awfully long time for a simple task. And what about the painting? Did you really get it from an auction? Yes, I already told you where it came from. Why are you asking me all this? The woman's turning us against each other. The woman, she remembers something. All the girls that have been disappearing. She said your family is responsible. It's a complete lie. Why would she say that? So you deny it? Of course I deny it. Why would you even believe this stranger? What about Hannah? Suddenly the anger was wiped off Anita's face. Her skin turned pale. I could see it in her eyes. She was keeping something secret from me. There was no denying it. Tears started to stream from her eyes. I couldn't stop myself from crying too. Oh God, it's true, isn't it? You did something to her. Oh no, it's not like that. Rachel, I don't understand. Why are you talking like this? You've been hiding something about Hannah, haven't you? Don't try to deny it. I can tell just from looking at you. Okay, it's true. I saw her. I saw Hannah. I was probably the last person to ever see her. The day she disappeared after school, I was heading over to a friend's place and took the scenic route near the old forest. That was when I saw Hannah. She was wandering by herself, so I went over to check if she was all right. She was in a gloomy mood and wanted to be alone. Looking back, I know it was the wrong thing to do, but I let her go into the forest alone. You left her alone in the forest? Why did you do that? Don't you know how irresponsible you were? I have to trust her over the painting woman, right? I still can't understand why you did what you did. I don't know if I forgive you for it, but I trust you. Thank you, Rachel. I just want to... One day we will settle this properly, but right now there's something more urgent we need to address. Our drama can wait. Oh, she's got that look. I'm disappointed in you, Rachel. I told you she can't be trusted. Why do you go against my word? I don't know who this woman is, but she tried to turn us against each other. One thing is for certain, she's got evil intentions. We need to have each other's back. Agreed. Oh, I hate that. Such fools. Ignorant to the end. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Well, then let me shed some light on that matter. Oh, in the blink of an eye, the woman's demeanor completely switched. I nearly jumped out of my skin from the shock. Her sweet voice became coarse and venomous. The very sound of her words dissolved away any defiance. Her composed facade gave way to reveal her true self. Oh, Jesus. It's got, like, weird, like, bat-like features. If it wasn't clear before, there was no mistaking now that this was no ordinary woman. I will tear your flesh from your bones, rip out your tongue, snap your bones, stab out your eyes, and grind you to dust. You will beg for mercy, but there will be no end to the torture. As unreal as it was, I was living a waking nightmare. Oh. I wasn't expecting to actually get to see what the monstrosity really looked like. Oh, the sound effects for the gnashing teeth are weird. Ugh. Some twisted body horror. Are we just dead then? Seems difficult to survive. I quivered at the formidable sight. My whole world felt small in an instant. Now, do you see? You had no hope in defying me. It stepped forward in a challenging motion. What do we do? What the hell do we do? I'm not gonna reason with it. That seems like some shit. Run, I guess. Goddamn, I don't know. Run for it.
I ran the only way I knew how, by placing one leg in front of the other in quick succession.
As we sprinted out the room, I felt the unnatural quickness of the creature rushing after us. Oof, gee, oh, I hate that shit. It was close. Anita's room was nearest safety. I rushed in with Anita following quickly. We both turned and slammed the door behind us just in the nick of time. A furious wail echoed in the corridor as the creature pounded menacingly against the door. What are we gonna do? Keep this door shut. We can't let it come in or we're toast. The screaming outside died, and suddenly all was quiet. Anita and I exchanged a look of confusion. It's gonna climb in your window or some shit, right? Oh, she's gonna use Hannah as bait. Did you hear that? Shh, listen. The sound was faint at first, but there was no mistaking it. It sounded like someone crying. A little girl. Rachel, are you there? Please help me. That voice. There was a familiarity in the voice. I let out a gasp as I make the connection. Hannah? Is that you? What? It can't be. Leave me behind again. Don't listen to it. That's not your sister. It just can't be. I'm scared. Please save me, Rachel. I don't want to be alone. No, hell no. I don't believe you. You're not Hannah. My little sister would never try to lure me out to be killed by some monster. You need to try harder than that if this is all you've got. Rachel, you have to believe me. Just open the door. I won't. Not for a creep like you. Sis, open the door. Just open the door, you fucking maggot. Open this door or I'll kill you slowly. I'll rip your eyes out. I'll tear that meat off your bones. I'll drown your friend in a pool of your blood. The longer you delay the inevitable, the more I will make your life torture. Eventually it'll get inside. We need to find a way out. That would mean opening the door and sneaking out. Oh, God. Hey, it's gonna be alright. Listen to me. I'm just so scared I can't cope. I don't think I can take much more of this. Don't leave the room. Don't leave the room? It's gonna come through the window. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we should wait just a little bit more, just to be safe. Sit tight and keep listening. We continued to hang by the door. It was hard to tell how long we spent waiting there. The creature showed no sign of itself. Anita looked at me. The question was in her eyes. Don't leave the room! I don't know! I still don't think it's safe to go out yet. Okay, I don't much like the idea of risking a run for it right now. Something about this seems too planned. Just then, as if responding to my theory, a sound cut through the silence. I hate when it tells me a sound is happening before the sound happens. I hate when the sound happens unexpectedly as well. But unexpectedly or expected, I hate it. That came from over there. My eyes darted to the other side of the room. Horror struck me when I realized where it was coming from. The window. I think the sound came from out there. I slowly edged away from the door, leaving Anita behind. What are you doing? I reached out a hand and held onto the curtain fabric. Oh, fuck this. I pulled the curtains open. Yep. The monster was right outside the window. The glass pane shatters, bringing a cool gust of wind into the room. Dark snake-like silhouettes invade from the outside. They slithered towards me. Run! I ran towards Anita. She was already out the door, holding it open for me. I felt a massive weight roll into the room and give chase. Anita dragged the door behind me. Oh, goddamn. Anita leans back. She pulls the door shut. I join her, planting a foot in the wall for leverage. No, I think you just bail. I think at this point you run the hell down the stairs and get out of the house. Despite our efforts, the door was slowly being pulled open. It was clear we could not hold out. I don't think we can hold on for much longer. I know. So this is it then? Doesn't have to be. We don't have to let this thing take the both of us. You don't mean... I do. One of us can hold it off. That should buy the other one enough time to get out of here. Better one of us dead than the two of us. Who's gonna stay behind? I'm not gonna tell you to stay behind. I'll stay. I'll do it. But Rachel, come on. Don't give me that. I said I have your back, didn't I? You need to get out of here whilst you can. Rachel, I don't know what to say. A thank you would be nice, but make it snappy. I don't know how much longer I can hold this. Thank you, Rachel, for everything. I'll see you again one day. Go on, get out of here. Ooh, this is not gonna go well. Anita let go of the door and ran down the stairs. I listened as her footsteps found the front door and soon disappeared down the streets. Shit, this thing's gonna go back out the window and chase her. She made it out. At least one of us gets to live. In that instant, the fight left my body. A hard pull managed to rip the door wide open. I fell forward, but something caught me before I hit the ground. My nose hovered inches from the carpet. I rose to the ceiling, lifted by demonic tentacles. I came face to face with the creature. Oh, weird. Weird. Did you think you've won? You tiny thing, it doesn't matter if one escapes. All I needed was one. I watched as we entered the living room. Oh, is this thing going to transform itself into Rachel? Looking over his shoulder, I could see the painting draw near. The creature stopped in front of it, and before I knew it, I was tumbling backward. I felt the world spin. I fell down a bottomless well with nothing but darkness around me. Maybe we'll be reunited with Hannah, or was that always a lie? Ending 20. Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Oh, God. That's, like, a pretty lengthy game, considering there's 30 endings to discover. Yeah, that was fucked, but still cool.